What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another AMC update, and in this video we are going to talk about when the AMC short squeeze will actually happen. We're going to go over what I am looking for to indicate we are getting close to a squeeze or in the actual squeeze, as well as take a look at the option chain, because to see this massive squeeze and go to $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, we're going to need a gamma squeeze as well. So that will give us a clear indication when this is most likely to happen. Now, with that being said, I don't want to waste any time getting into this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more AMC update videos. But with that being said, guys, I cannot make this video without giving the credit where it is due. This comment and the whole reason for this video came from Jimmy King. He says, in quotes, "In the next coming weeks or in the next coming months, wake up, man. They saying this will be done next week. You probably thinking the longer this goes, the better for you to make more money with YouTube. Find something else to speak about if you can't about AMC with proper content." And first things first, this kind of made me laugh. YouTube doesn't pay all that well for the time and the hours spent to make these videos. Now, on the other hand, he refers to as they. So let me know down below in the comment section who is saying this is going to happen next week, because they are wrong. And if this happens next week, we're not going to see that massive squeeze that we all know is coming for a couple key factors. Like I point out in the beginning of the video, we need a gamma squeeze, and we do not have enough significant options activity to get a massive gamma squeeze. And that's what it's going to take to reach all-time highs and go to these multi-$1,000 price points, is a gamma squeeze and a short squeeze. Not one or the other, but both of them put together. Now, we know what to look for, and we know that shorts are not covering their positions. They are doubling down in their positions. So the longer this does take, the better off our squeeze will be, because we'll have a higher short interest as well as more naked shorting that is going on with AMC, ultimately bringing us to a huge short squeeze and a gamma squeeze. But one of the first things, first and foremost, that I will be looking for is the Stonko tracker data to indicate that we are actually seeing significant options activity. The last time we seen this was obviously June 18th, and you guys know how that went. But June 18th was a huge, very important expiration day. We've seen a lot of $40 options get exercised, so we're gonna see a huge support level if we ever do come down to that $14 price or $40 price point. I don't think we're going to. I don't think we'll ever go back to that. Once we squeeze, we're not coming back to these levels, in my opinion. This is only my opinion that I'm portraying in this video, so don't get it twisted. But I have a huge warning for some of you guys as well. Whoever is spreading this information, they are not true, and I personally would not be buying these weekly June 2nd options or even the June 9th options expecting this to happen. So keep that in mind. But the next biggest expiration date we currently have is 85,000 options that are in the money, and 192,506 that are out the money for June 6th or July 16th. By the time this does roll around, we'll probably be a couple 100,000 in the money and a couple 100,000 out the money. So I do think this will be the most likely week to see this squeeze, if you do ask me myself. Now, there is no telling how long this will take. Let me be clear. There is no telling how long this will take. I am just giving you guys the key factors that I am looking for personally when it does come to the short squeeze. And another thing is too, I paid a lot of money to get access to this Fintel data, and this will show you exactly who is short on AMC at any given time, and it updates every single day. So we are still seeing JP Morgan Research Fund that shorted 42,000 shares today. We've seen another 76,533 shares that were shorted today as well. So shorts are still shorting the stock, and we know this by the Ortex data as well as the Fintel data, that they are not covering their shares. We even see Citadel is not covering their shares. So once you see a lot of shares get covered, and some of these older shorts have covered, and that is what we've been talking about on this channel, a lot of older shorts have covered, but there is more shorts coming in to short on top of that, which will ultimately lead us into a huge short squeeze, because obviously a lot of these guys that are down 1,000% on their positions, if they shorted at $3, $4, $5, $6 a share, they're probably covering, or they did cover if they didn't have the capital to not cover. Now, Citadel did at $6.16, but they have the capital necessary to stay in their short positions, and they are really going to fight this tooth and nail to not cover their shorts. But once you see most of these lines going to red, that's when you're going to know a lot of shorts are covering or have covered already. But like I said, for the shorts that are covering, we have just as many more that are actually shorting the stock on top of it, and that's what will lead us to this massive short squeeze. Because if these shorts shorted, like I said, $3, $4, $5, $6 and got out, and we see shorts shorting at 50 to 60, once we do get to that $70, $80 threshold, a lot of these shorts won't want to go through and see firsthand what the other shorts went through, so they're going to be more inclined to cover their shorts in a fast and rapid fashion. So that is one of the things I'm looking at as well. But the overall technical moves, right? We can see that obviously we are in a bullish uptrend, but we are not getting to that level where we're gonna see automatic forced liquidations, margin calls, and shorts covering their short positions. We are just not there right now, but this is better for us. This is better for us. And if we do pull up the Ortex data, I actually didn't have this up, but we can pull it up real quick. If we pull up the Ortex data, we see we're at 18.67% short. This is up 4.5% from the last update I did give you guys. So let's say this went to 25-30%. They're going to be in a very vulnerable position when it does come to the short squeeze, and they will be getting out of their shorts in a very, very fast and rapid fashion, like I already said. But we have 95.45 million shares that are sold short. We will also want to watch the Ortex data, but take this with a grain of salt, because the T+2 settlement time, you'll be able to tell how many shorts are covering just by the price action you see in the stock. Obviously, some shorts did have to cover right here. Like I said, the ones that got in really, really low, they were obviously margin called and forced to cover if they didn't have the cash to put up as collateral for their positions. Obviously, you've seen this huge price action over tripling in just about a week, right? We actually went up like 900% in a week. So that is shorts covering, but you also seen a huge gamma squeeze effect. And that's what I say, once you do base out, you get more shorts coming in right here, you're going to see that exponential squeeze. And the longer this takes, the better off for our short squeeze. Now, taking a look at the July 16th, 2021 option chain, because I do think this is the most likely time frame we could see this squeeze. Then again, I don't know when this will happen, so I wouldn't be buying these options blindly just because I say it'll happen or anybody says it'll happen on a certain day. You will have clear indications when it will happen, and there is a famous saying, it is better to be late than wrong. And if you're willing to put up the money to be early and potentially be wrong, just know the risk that you are taking. But with shares, that is the great thing. There is pretty much no risk as far as you won't lose all your money, right? Your shares can go down 50% in value. I don't think that obviously they will in AMC. I don't think, quite frankly, they ever will if you bought at this price. It'll be like a GameStop type effect, run from $4 to $350, base out at about $150, and then come back up to $300. I think that'll be a similar situation. And as far as GameStop, we still have a big percentage difference between the move GameStop made and the move AMC made. So if that is a glimpse into what could possibly happen, then we could be hitting extreme highs. But it is always better to be late than wrong, unless you can afford to be early, like I said, and potentially risk losing that money. But just taking a look at the key strikes to be watching for, obviously the 60 is going to be key on all of these option chains. 60 is going to have a lot of open interest, but as well as 60, we do have 70 at 30,381. So I'm going to be watching to see how many of these options do go into open interest and how many people are actually selling these short. And we are seeing implied volatility go down, which will actually help us in the short squeeze, because once it does start to pick up, you're going to see these options move around a lot and you're going to see a lot of delta hedging going on. But with a lower implied volatility, they aren't going to move around as much. But like I said, when it does pop, they will, causing more delta hedging to go on. But the $100 strike has 27,000 open interest as well. The 75 has a significant amount at 15,291. But really, once you get to 100, that's where you see a lot at 27,000, like I said, and then at 110 you see 21,697. But so you're just going to want to watch to see if these options really start to pick up in open interest, leading us closer to that gamma squeeze that we will need to see if we want to reach these highs that we're talking about, right, with the short squeeze. But when you do come to July 2nd, that'll be the next week, apparently, when this is going to squeeze. I don't know who is saying that. Like I said, let me know down below in the comment section if you do know. The $60 option Strike only has 11,705 open interest, and then it's pretty bare up until 70. You have another 9,000. And after that, 80's even really low. 85's really low. 90's decently low at about 5,700. Once you get to 100, you have 16,145. So quite frankly, there's not enough options to cause a significant gamma squeeze and lead to a lot of shorts being margin called and having to force liquidate or cover their positions. Something else that I'll be watching for as well is to see how many hedge funds start to announce they are going bankrupt or going underwater, shutting their doors because of shorting stocks like AMC and potentially other momentum stocks as well. It's not just AMC that's had a crazy move, but AMC has had this move and has held up in price. You're going to see a lot of hedge funds that are actually going bankrupt from this or shutting down, closing their doors, and that will be another key indicator to watch, as well as markets selling off. I know some people have said that a couple times around YouTube, but that's not a huge thing I am looking forward to, just because it doesn't have to be that case. The market doesn't have to be bloody red when AMC is squeezing or before AMC squeezes. That is simply not the case. So there's a lot to take in here. You guys can rewatch the video if you want to hear anything else that I went through in this video more in depth. But if you guys want to stay up to date with this information, I will be giving you guys a heads up as far as what I see when I think the squeeze will be happening, but it is surely not next week. And this is really a warning. Don't believe anybody who is saying the squeeze is going to happen next week. There is not enough option activity to cause a gamma squeeze, which will cause the shorts to cover and be forced liquidated and margin called, because you ultimately need shorts covering and a gamma squeeze to really go insane. If we get shorts covering, yeah, we will have a significant short squeeze, but we're not going to multi-$1,000 prices. We need a lot of option activity, and that is where you guys will want to watch the Stock O tracker data, as well as keep track of how many shorts are covering their positions or still in their positions. Once Citadel does cover, I do think they have more information than us, so I think if they cover, they know if something is up and AMC is about to squeeze. So with that being said, that is going to wrap up this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out, as well as check out the link down below for Public. Get up to $70 in your choice of free stock. No deposit necessary. No need to even link a bank account. And if you did this right now, you would have your free stock in 3 minutes time. They usually give about $20 to $50. I've got anywhere in between that. Sometimes it's around $8, but nevertheless, it is worth checking out. It is free money, and they do not route your order flows to companies like Citadel. The only other firms or brokerages that do not do this are Fidelity and Merrill Lynch, and then obviously Public. So if you guys are not signed up with Public, I do highly recommend you guys do that, as well as check out the link down below for Webull. Deposit $100, get 4 free stocks, each of them potentially up to $2,300 a piece, and they do give out great stocks. I've got a couple shares of Starbucks for free, $110. You can't go wrong by rolling the dice, and the only reason I do have that link as well is because you can actually turn off a setting that will not let them sell your shares out to other people to sell short. So you can actually mess with your settings in that, so that is not a possibility for these hedge funds to do and manipulate and get over on you guys. So with that being said, make sure to check out those links, as well as I do have a link for my buy and sell alerts. You can join a great community and get access every time I buy or sell in real time. Stocks, options, and crypto. We have been killing it with the options, guys, with the stocks and with the crypto. But with all of that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. You surely deserve it. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Take care.